in 1945 by this guy named Percy Spencer. And he was working at Raytheon Labs, which their headquarters was right here in Cambridge. And what was going on in 1945?
World War II.
And World War II, right. So he was researching different radar techniques. A little side story is the reason why everyone thinks that carrots give you great night vision is that the Allies had this radar technology, and they were able to gun down all these ships during World War II. And they wanted to keep this secret from the Nazis. So they spread this rumor that all their pilots only ate carrots, so they had excellent night vision. So, little history lesson for you. Anyway, so Percy went to work one day, and he noticed that his candy bar melted. And instead of saying, "Oh, crap, I just ruined a pair of pants," he felt like a scientist and said, "This is really cool, I just cooked my candy bar." And so the next day, he brought in a little thing of popcorn kernel and placed it there. And he was working with a magnetron, which is what makes microwaves in a microwave. And he placed it there, and he directed the microwaves at it, and it burst open. And he was all excited about this. He got one of his colleagues, and the other thing they had lying around was an egg. So they put an egg down there as well, and then they heated it up. And of course, an egg is much larger than a popcorn kernel, so it takes a little longer. And his colleague got a little frustrated, a little impatient, went over to go see what was going on, and he was looking down and got an egg all over his face. So anyway, after realizing that he had just found a way to quickly heat things, they started developing commercial microwaves. The first commercial microwave was 6 feet tall, so it's about as tall as me, and it was 500 pounds, which is much larger than me. It also cost $5,000. So we've come a long way. I would never pay $5,000 for this thing. Going on, so do we know what microwaves do? They release heat by radiation. All right. I think you have to go back. The name microwave, right? Yeah, it uses microwaves. And what's in a lot of the food that we cook up?
Water.
Water, that's right. And water, we know, is shaped like this. And for those of you who've taken chemistry before, we know that this oxygen has a negative charge, and these hydrogens all have positive charge. So what a microwave does is it creates alternating electric fields. And when you have an electric field, this water molecule wants to orient itself to this electric field. But if it's changing back and forth, that means it's switching, it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, and what does that energy turn into? Heat, that's exactly right. So that's how we heat our food, is by this vibration of the water molecules. Knowing that, let's go back to our plasma demonstration. Can we think of what's going on there now? It was a regular candle, regular match. See, I wasn't lying when I said that we'd be doing it again. I have a little pre-prepared. That's all it is.
So obviously, if you just didn't light the match and put it in, it wouldn't do it.
That is a very, very key idea. If I had just put this in and turned on the microwave, I don't know what would happen, but I don't think plasma would be made. Probably just burnt candle or match.
So what's happening is oxygen is being converted to carbon dioxide through combustion, right?
That's exactly right. Well, not just oxygen, but we have CXHYOZ. So this is just from the candle, or the wood in the candle, plus O2.
Okay.
Cellulose, right?
That makes sense.
CO2 plus H2O.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. I know it,
You know it?
but yeah.
What's up?
Well, the gas from the CO2 and H2O is already vapor. And so the microwave is heating the already vaporized H2O, causing it to move more, which would make it super hot.
We're getting there. What has to go on in order for this to transform into this? Think about what we said what a plasma was.
It's
Ion.
Ions, I heard ions. We might just lose everyone's thought now.
Don't we need like? Don't
What
we
it-
need energy on one of like on the reactive side to produce reactions?
Yeah, you guys, I think are trying to look too much into it. I mean, think about it. So we have CHO over here, and then we have CO2. So there's a rearrangement of different molecules, right? And when molecules get rearranged, what happens? They release energy in the form of heat, yeah. What else is going on? What else are they releasing? Light. And if they're releasing light, what does that mean that's going on? Have you guys learned that electrons, you
So
know,
that means, yeah, electrons are getting excited and then falling back to their ground state.
that's exactly right. So electrons are getting excited away from the nucleus, and once they come back down, they're releasing light. So that's why you see a flame. But what did we say a microwave does?
Oh, so it's already in a sort of like an ionized state, right? And then you're heating it, you're giving it more energy, so you're stripping away the ion again. So that's why there's a plasma.
That's exactly right. So this reaction right here is already creating some excited electrons, and the microwave is going to give those electrons even more energy. So it's going left, it's going right, it's pumping into other electrons, transferring its energy to other electrons, and it's a chain reaction. So you develop even more ions. So many ions, in fact, that you create a plasma, which we shall see again now. And now we'll appreciate the science that is involved in this. And that's what it looks like afterwards. In case you're wondering.
Burn.
Yeah. Oh, I got a light in.
That's important.